guys. All right, so one of the huge questions that I see a lot is, I'm a beginner rower, I just got a rowing machine, I'm super excited to use it for my cardio, and I can't run anymore, I'm really excited to be able to row. Where do I start? So I want to cover that. First is form. If you go into any forum online, you're gonna get tons of answers, and sometimes that can be inundating and overwhelming because you're gonna get a lot of people saying different things, and you're gonna get a lot of people saying the same thing, and then it gets repetitive. So definitely reach out to people, but the first thing that you'll see people commenting about is form. Working on your form and your technique, we use those kind of interchangeably. Working on your technique will allow you, one, to be able to be a little more efficient, and two, prevent you from getting hurt. You're probably on the rower for a reason. Maybe you can't run anymore. Maybe you have knee pain and the impact bothers you and this low impact is great. Whatever your reasoning is for the machine, form is a great place to start. Second is actually knowing, why are you rowing? So a lot of people ask, what workouts should I do? When you're rowing, if you don't have a goal, it's kind of like running. If I don't have a goal, I'm not going to be pushing myself and be able to improve. Hey, I'm just going out for a run. It's the same thing on the rowing machine. So you'll get, if you just ask, hey, I'm a beginner, what do I start with? It really depends on your goal for rowing, for you to be able to see improvement and be able to have a baseline and start to be able to improve and get better at it. So first is working on your form. Second is knowing your goal. The workout that you should do if your goal is to row 5,000 meters for a competition is different than a 2K competition, which is different than I want to row 30 minutes for my cardio endurance. All of those, I would recommend slightly different workouts for people, to be honest. So it depends on your goals. Next is finding workouts. So there are actually lots of different ways that you can get workouts. The Concept 2 website, the Water Rower website, which if you just Google search Water Rower, I think it's actually howtorow.com maybe, but don't quote me on that. But just searching the brands, so Water Rower workouts, Concept 2 workouts, those all give free workouts. There's also apps you can use. There's Dark Horse Rowing, which has a membership for workouts. There's a lot of different options, but really work on your form to be able to see improvement. I also offer a beginner's rowing course that walks you through everything from the setup of rowing to the machine, to how should you adapt the machine for you and your body, which I talk about a lot, to 4 weeks worth of workouts, actually at 3 workouts a week. I did it with the goal of rowing 30 plus minutes without being out of breath. A lot of people struggle at 5 to 10 minutes. They find it's hard to breathe, so I cover breathing, and the workouts are meant to ramp you up and focus on different parts of rowing in a way that's manageable. So a lot of the programs out there might dive in too quickly or have you focus on 4 things when it's a new movement that you're learning. I'm a physical therapist, so I teach every day. I teach movement. I teach people to adapt things for their bodies. I teach people how to change things for injuries and things like that. So I've learned that if you teach somebody too much at once, one, it ends up backfiring because it's overwhelming. It's too much to focus on when this is foreign. And two, when you focus and change one thing, you end up actually changing other things. So I like to start by just having someone focus on one thing, see how that changes something, and then focus on something else. So I basically have that beginner program as well. It walks you through everything you need to get rowing without getting hurt, so you can keep rowing as well as workouts. So if you're interested in that, feel free to reach out to me. There's a link in the comments, but there are lots of resources out there. Another one is actually Peak Plan. It's free and it's a great resource. It goes through workouts. I will say some people get a little bit confused by the wording and the terminology, but it is a fantastic plan. But again, depending on what your goal is and why you're trying to row. So I've also put together, I have a course that doesn't have workouts. And the reason for that is for some people who just go to a course and they want to, or they have a different goal in a workout plan, but they haven't been taught the basics of rowing to help them be efficient. So I have a version that is that as well. So different things are better for different people depending on their goals and what they want to get out of it. So just keeping that in mind is really important. Actually, I've even got a book, The Beginner's Guide to Indoor Rowing. Check that out. It walks you through all this stuff in my course, to be honest. So it is a phenomenal resource. My goal is not to make money off of that. My goal is literally to give you guys a resource and help people not get hurt on the rower. So if you're a beginner rower, there are tons of resources. Like you can see, I'm even pushing other people's. This is literally about getting you to the right place for you. So if you have questions, feel free to reach out. I'm going to direct you to what will be beneficial for you. There are great resources. There's even workouts on YouTube, so you can find some of those. I have one up, but you can find those here. So feel free to reach out if you have questions on that or anything else about rowing and starting out. Also, just welcome to rowing. It's so awesome to see people wanting to row. I've rowed for 18 years, so I love seeing other people want to row, and it's awesome. It's a great sport. So I hope that that helps a little bit, and I'm excited to help you find whatever I can to help you row, or I'm excited for you just to row. You don't even have to talk to me, but I hope you have an amazing day.
Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I put new things out weekly so you can get new information. You can also join the Keep Rowing Longer Facebook group where you can ask your questions and get your questions answered quickly. So if you're interested in that, I'd love to see you there. There's a link in that description below, and I hope to see you there and chat soon.